So we are just out in Enos Pond Park today. No bike. Kota was really hesitant to leave the house with me today, in general, not just without the bike. But they are working on the park today, apparently. All the picnic tables have moved into the woods, out of the path, out of the little spots. It looks like they just came through and kind of cleared all the leaves because, I mean, there's no way that this park stayed like this entire time. And currently there is lots of dust in the woods in the distance because they took down the children's playground to reinstall it. I'm currently tried to do the whole lap thing. That did not work. I'm now walking bow-legged so that I do not drop my leash. Not that Kota really cares. But we're going to stop at that table up there and we are going to readjust our positioning, probably do a sash instead of a belt. It's a gorgeous day. It is mid-60s. There's some clouds in the sky, but there's no heavy breeze, which is why I'm a little disappointed that we couldn't go on the bike today. Yesterday was a bitch. Yesterday was a lot of heavy winds. Today, it is a yawn like I was hoping for. So I might go out for a bike ride when we get back to the house. I might not. I don't know. For now, we're out. We're enjoying nature. It smells, the smells of fall, especially out in the park. I'm sure my allergies are going to kick my ass later, but this is like one of my favorite places to go in town because it is one of the few parks that is serene and kind of untouched. Even though it's very, very molested by man, it still looks pseudo untouched. Like this spot over here is a little unlock for the water, and every once in a while you can see cranes hanging out there, but because it's untouched by man, really, this is a preserve, well, you can't see past the brush. Let's go up and check it out. Now, I've brought you guys here a couple times on the bike ride, and we've stopped and we've tried to look, but I really didn't get too into it. It does look like they actually cut some of it back so you can see out here, which is upsetting and nice at the same time. Upsetting for the animals because, well, let's be real. This could have been the home for a duck or a goose or a squirrel, a chipmunk, anything. And now it's destroyed and down. But now we can see out here, which is why it's nice. Look at that little berry. It's not a berry, it's a bobber. A bobber berry. Because people go fishing out here too. But this is the observation deck that really needs to be redone. A lot of the stuff in this park has been just vandalized and is old and beat to hell. It needs some updating, but you know, that's not in the budget. So I hope everyone that came here before it became shitty enjoyed it because, well, now you just get to enjoy the view without knowing the knowledge. Once you're done observing, you can come out this long boardwalk, catwalk type thing that goes over all the marshland that surrounds this area. Now, Kota is super into the ground underneath right now because he, I think, remembers last time we came here through the bike, there was a freaking rabbit that ran under this thing. So I'm sure he thinks that rabbit's somewhere in here. And he's currently trying to find it. He ain't ever gonna find it, but I mean, like, we are really in it right now, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, you hear nature, you don't hear a whole lot. I can hear a little bit in the distance of like trucks and stuff, but this is about as, well, for rural New Jersey, as secluded as you're gonna get. And Kota doesn't really mind the noise from the animals or the traffic, so he's just not good with large confrontational things in front of him, or if people are yelling. But, you know, loud noises or slamming, cars even passing, don't bother him. Fireworks, he'll sit there and turn and pivot to watch them. But, you know, if I raise my voice for like 2 seconds, all of a sudden, he's got to run away. It really is a great day for this, and the sash works a lot better than the belt because gravity is not taking effect as badly. This right here is kind of crazy because with the way all the vegetation's died off, you haven't been able to see down this area in a while, but the way it just drops off and in, a lot of trees cut down or fell recently. Though, looks like some of them were cut down, which ain't great because this is a national preserve, so this is a state park. There are people that live right over here that share property, but I doubt it was them. They probably cut down trees that were dead and pose a threat. Oh, what's the matter, Kota? Did you find someone's poop? Because what's the word I'm looking for? An unthoughtful human left their dog shit for me to find. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just go with that. But anyhow, this park has been something I haven't gone to until I hit my older years because it was boring. I mean, I used to come here with my friends. We used to get high back here, you know, smoke a little weed, do a little drink back by the dock. But no, none of that now. I mean, there hasn't been. All you got is a lot of dog walkers. Until recently, people with kids, because there was a playground. They're currently doing construction on it, as I said. I pulled up, the whole thing's knocked down. And there's, like, you know, surveyors and a friggin' skid steer pushing dirt around and shit. And there's a little lady and her grandson watching. And in the corner of the parking lot, I'll show you guys in a little bit, all of the parts for the slide and the playground, they're caged up, like they're in timeout. So I'm guessing that they re-level the ground or they're updating equipment. But it's nice to see them putting a little time and effort into parks so that people in town actually have something to do. And people start getting out of their houses because, man, I'm getting cramped sitting in my house. When we first got Kota, we brought him here and we hung out in this field for like an hour and a half with Kota and Wicket right over there under that tree. It was just a great day. It was like a picnic without food, but we had lots of treats and neither of them were really off-leash dogs, so no real ball throwing, but we had a good day of walking in the park, enjoying the weather, and yeah, I forgot we did that with our old man. I miss Wicket. See what I mean? It's like Bob the Builder over in this bitch. Kota's interested. You want to see what you're doing, buddy? Come on. What are you doing? We're not going. No. Come here. Come here. There we go. So this was the playground. And like I said, I guess they're redoing it, expanding it, making it better. I hope they're making it better, because if they're just fucking around with it to make it worse, that'd be a really bad misuse of our funds in town. And this is the old Pokemon gym that I used to stand by when I played Pokemon Go on a regular basis. It was lots of fun. And the best part is the Pokemon gym is actually back by the freaking dock I showed you guys. But I'm lazy, and if you pushed into the woods a little bit, your character would walk out and you'd be set. So I frequently stood right in the brush there while people were walking by. I'm just tapping my screen like a dumbass. Now this path we're taking, I've actually never taken before. I've come in on it, but I've never seen that, which is a little shed, probably for the materials they're using right now, except for the skid steer, but garbage cans, stuff like that, because there's the road access. I've never gone down this way. This brings us down towards the main entrance. But there's a path over here that brings us back in, so I figure we'll go out this way, and then we'll come back through and go back through the woods again, because he's used to doing miles, and I want him to get some fucking exercise in today. So when we first got Kota, we came to this park, like I said, and we did a photo shoot, me and the missus, right here. They actually redid this deck, and I guess the person came out and repainted it. I'm not sure what happened here, but this was a much smaller deck because this was the entire thing. I like what they did. especially now that it's a little safer. I think Kota sees something down there because he's interested. But this is the other side of that view I was telling you about. And this is one of my calm spots. This is actually where I thought of the idea for, well, not the idea of, I already had the idea in my head, but this is where I pulled the idea for the landscape for my purple and gray and white and black cabin silhouette, with the fisherman off to the left. So I hope that you have seen that. If not, we're gonna throw that in after this so that you can be reminded. You know, I'm happy I found this little spot because last time I was here, I did a little shoot with the missus and we took some really cute pictures. Got a really good picture of her. She was just looking over there, and I mean, her butt looks really nice in the picture, but don't tell her that. But we just did a little photo shoot with Kota, and I took him off leash, and I laid down so I can get like a good ground shot, and he walked up to me. So we changed, we pivoted, and we have a lot of really cute shots of him. Now we're gonna take a little farther walk down the path me and Mrs. Dubs took him on last time. So we're here at the Stafford Forge, which clearly has been partied at. Kota, look what's over there in the water out there. I'm glad that you don't want to go meet him. Oh, you're just scavenging right now. Where'd Blue go? There he is. Look at the way he walks in the fucking water.
I know, he like steps.
He's like, each foot has to come out of the water each step.
Yeah.
There's no prance with you.
And he won't ever go fully in.
Get her, Kota. Get her, Kota.
Go, Lulu, go get him. No, Mama. Thanks for bringing the water bowl. I forgot about that. Yeah, I always bring the water. Watch out for this.
Hey, peeing on that?
He'll just run into the water and out. Yeah. Until finally he's like, all right, I'll drop it. How much does he weigh? I'm just like, Kota's not afraid of him anymore. Yeah. Dog over there.
Dopiness anymore. Crazy runs into everything.
That's what I call him every time we're here. Wet rat. And he's so short-legged.
Go get him, Meatball. Go get him.
He's just so distracted.
Bull.
Blue is so short like that. He's literally like he is walking.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
He gets his legs wet.
Do you see people? He's like,
It's like a little furry alligator. And that's how Meatball just... Well, today was a pretty good freaking day. Me and the dog hit the park. Then me and the missus took the dog to the Forge, which is another park where he could swim or prance around the water, as you saw. And now we're here at the dog park, so he has a little time with his girlfriend. And I'm throwing the ball for this little motherfucker. Hey, Blue, is this your ball? Is that it? Yeah, that's your ball? All right, let's go. Well, that's definitely how the day went. So thank you for sitting around watching this video. This was a long one, and you deserve a cookie. So go get one, because you sat through all this. If you come back tomorrow, you're going to see something cool too. Hit that sub button. And if you're one who already has hit the sub button, I love you for that, and you know that. I'm John from Jacob's Arts. Until next time, I'm fucking